Milind Deora. Yes, please. Please. आप बोले, आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड पे जाएगी.
सर, मैं भारत की माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी की संसद में उनके अभिभाषण के लिए मैं बहुत अपने पार्टी की ओर से धन्यवाद देता हूं.
प्लीज मिलिंद जी बोले, प्लीज.
Sir, the President's address, sir, was a very clear and realistic assessment of where India stands today. What are the challenges? One second, John. What are the challenges before our country and how we can convert different challenges into opportunities, not just for the government but for citizens as a whole. So, एक बात मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि India and the world is going through an era of unthinkable disruptions, almost bizarre disruptions, since the end of World War II, 80 years ago in 1945. Few examples. Today, what was called the transatlantic partnership between Europe and the United States, after 80 years, is under serious threat, where two continents are bickering over a piece of land called Greenland. There is no doubt that global trade routes are being redrawn, supply chains are being weaponized, technology cycles are shrinking, and world over in every continent, conflicts are multiplying. So, आज की हमारी जो जनरेशन है, वे ऐसे समय में जी रही हैं जहां अनसर्टेनिटी ही एकमात्र सर्टेनिटी है. आज पूरी दुनिया में लगभग 50 एक्टिव आर्म्ड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स हो रहे हैं. ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन्स पिछले 5 वर्षों से गंभीर रूप से स्ट्रेन्ड है और टेक्नोलॉजी हर 1-2 साल में ट्रेडिशनल इंडस्ट्रीज को डिसरप्ट कर रहे हैं. और इस नए और चुनौतीपूर्ण दौर में केवल वही देश आगे बढ़ेंगे जो अपनी अर्थव्यवस्था को मजबूत करेंगे, जो अपनी सीमाओं को सुरक्षित करेंगे, अपनी सप्लाई चेन्स को आत्मनिर्भर बनाएंगे, नए टेक्नोलॉजीज में लीडरशिप दिखाएंगे और अपनी यूथ को एम्पावर करेंगे. Sir, I can assure this House today that 2026, we have just started this year, is going to be a very, very challenging, a very disruptive year. And I can say with great confidence that in this era of volatility, I give full marks to the Prime Minister and to his government for ensuring and to responding to each challenge and ensuring that each challenge gets converted into an opportunity. So the first point I raised was the economy. Today, economic strength is the foundation of national power. We are the 4th largest economy with a GDP of over US $3.5 trillion, almost 360 lakh crore rupees. We are growing at 7% per annum. We are the fastest among major economies. And our share in global growth is almost 17% today. Sir, before me, Dr. John Britas raised many points about the Indo-US trade deal. उन्होंने खास करके टाइमिंग के बारे में आलोचना की कि why was it done at a certain time at night. Dr. John Britas, I would like to tell you, your question was why was it done at different times at night. I'm not sure if you are aware, but the world has different time zones.
Milind ji, address to the chair.
There are different time zones.
Here.
When it's 10 p.m. in India, it's 12 p.m. in the United States. And I'm sure my friend Dr. John Britas would understand time zones because there is a big difference in the time zones between the Communist Party and the rest of us. Yes. And just like certain countries' economies will slowly...
Please,
I'm not yielding.
No,
I'm not
no,
yielding.
please.
I'm not
Please,
yielding. I'm not
Milind ji.
yielding.
Milind ji.
Just like some countries, some economies will be disrupted given this era of disruptions. Similarly, certain parties are also slowly being disrupted. Sir, the opposition earlier, as far as the trade agreement goes, one of their biggest criticisms was that India is
माननीय मिलिंद जी, डॉक्टर जॉन ब्रिटास ने बैठकर कहा कि आप उनके मित्र हैं इसलिए डिस्टर्ब नहीं करेंगे, यानी दूसरों को डिस्टर्ब करते हैं.
Exactly. Thank you.
Please.
Sir, one of the opposition's biggest criticisms was that the tariffs imposed on India was much higher than tariffs imposed on other countries. Sir, आज मैं गर्व से कह सकता हूं कि सरकार की और प्रधानमंत्री जी के दृढ़ संकल्प की वजह से आज अमेरिका से लेकर यूरोप तक सभी कॉन्टिनेंट्स भारत के साथ ट्रेड डील करना चाहते हैं और आज मैं कॉन्फिडेंस और गर्व के साथ कह सकता हूं कि भारत का जो टैरिफ है विश्व में सबसे लोएस्ट टैरिफ है। मैं केवल 2-3 उदाहरण देना चाहता हूं। द टैरिफ imposed on China, which is the biggest trading partner with the US, is 34%. Tariff imposed on Bangladesh, which is a big competitor to India in exporting textiles, 20%. Tariff imposed on Vietnam, which is also a big electronics competitor to India, is 20%. Tariff imposed on a country like Indonesia, which is supplying raw materials, is 19%. Aaj, in India, the tariff is only 18%. सर, जहाँ तक बजट की बात है, जहाँ तक कुछ लोगों ने पहले 2 दिन पहले ही कहा, जो पहले कुछ लोगों को सर स्टॉक मार्केट में कोई विश्वास नहीं है. They don't talk about the stock market. 2 days, suddenly the stock market became very important for them. Why is that? Because India's stock market, because of whatever the perception was around the budget, the stock market fell by less than 2%. Today, I want to tell those members of the opposition, right now as we are speaking, I checked just shortly, today the stock market is up 3%. So what is the answer to those people? Does that mean that they must admit by their own logic that the trade deal with the United States has been a success and is going to benefit India? So one is I spoke about economy being a basis of national power. The second is supply chains. Today, 90% of critical minerals from lithium, cobalt, which are used in electric vehicles, mobile phones, they are processed in few countries like China. Global demand for these critical minerals is going to grow by 6 times in the year 2040. Our move to encourage domestic mining and overseas partnerships is a very welcome step and will go a long way towards Atmanirbharta. The third is borders and national security. In this volatile world we live in, economic growth cannot exist without secure borders. Today we have one of the largest armed forces. We have 14 lakh active personnel. Despite the fact that we face complex security challenges across land, sea, air, cyber and space domains. We now have strategic partnerships and defense cooperation agreements with 40 countries, and we are the world's largest defense spender and defense exporter. सर, हमने देखा है कि पिछले कई सालों में भारत की फॉरेन पॉलिसी अब आइडियलिज्म के साथ रियलिज्म को भी जोड़ती है और ये कॉन्फिडेंट नेशन की पहचान है. जहां तक टेक्नोलॉजी की बात है, the AI mission will also add a lot of growth to our country. So the last point I want to make, if we want to compete in this volatile world, strengthening the hands of our youth is very, very important. All these steps that I've mentioned, strengthening the economy, centering supply chains, technology, are going to do this. Sir, one statistic I would like to quote, which I'm sure you will appreciate. Today in the world, China, 40% of China's population is below the age of 35 years. 5% of China's population is below the age of 25 years. In the United States, 40% is below 35, 30% is below 25. Sir, India is the youngest country in the world. 65% of our population is below the age of 35, 40% is below the age of 25. We are adding over 1 crore people to the workforce. So the President's address summarizes this. I'm sure we will move ahead with confidence and strengthen our economy.
Thank you. माननीय श्रीमान प्रफुल्ल